We're not doing work. I've given up most of my other options.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, can I have you focus your attention? This is the way I lose the class. I gotta have to find another way to do this. Okay. So what did you learn about your neighbor? Just throw out some stuff. What? He's a pervert. He's a pervert. Wow. Can't say that's the first one in one of my classes, but that's okay.
But he's got a great sense of humor.
Got a great sense of humor. Okay, well, then that makes it all easy. Now, seriously, what did you find out?
We have a lot in common,
Such as?
such as the first question that each one of us thought of was, there's a life outside of work and SARP? And then we started talking about family and that sort of thing.
Okay, so you both have families.
Yeah.
Yeah, and, well, it was all three of us.
Okay, so you did a kind of a group thing. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, what else?
Sharon teaches Bible study. She has 2 grown children, and she likes to read historical fiction when she's have time to herself.
Wow. Do you have time for yourself? No. So, okay,
Right
good.
before bed.
Right before bed. Good. That's great. What else did you find out?
Hobbies.
What kind of hobbies?
Hiking.
Okay. Any particular areas you find out?
No.
You get that far? Okay. What else?
Scuba.
Scuba? Where? Okay. Where do you scuba at? Where do you scuba?
Channel Islands, Fiji.
Oh, really? So you travel to go scuba?
Yeah.
Okay. So what's
He's a good swimmer.
He's a good swimmer? Okay. That's good to know.
Sink well.
You sing. How long you been scuba diving?
Since 73.
Oh, long time. Okay, so you've been through serious. Okay. Since water was invented, is that it?
Yeah, me and Jacques Cousteau were talking about
Okay, you guys are like this. Okay, cool. What else? See the further?
Electronics.
And then gold, she's into gold.
Into gold.
Yeah,
I want to
into
talk to you.
gold.
Okay. No, but into
Rock
gold.
hounds, gold.
Okay.
Yeah.
These are prospecting or panning or what?
She won't tell us where.
She won't tell us where. Now we're in the lost person behavior. Okay.
That's what another thing said.
Okay, so there's, what else? Anything else? Come on. Tired?
No, retarded. One of the guys likes to go wine tasting out in that Pop Robles area.
All right. Okay.
Classes over, let's go.
Yeah, yeah. I want to talk to you. Okay, so what did we just do? Okay, interviewed each other, okay? And did any of the information you found out about your neighbor, could that be used to help us if a person got lost or got missing? Could we use that information to help locate them?
Go look for gold in Fiji.
Okay, gold in Fiji, okay? Yes, no? Okay, great. That's what we're going to be talking about. Okay? We're going to be talking about gathering information about people that we sort of know, or getting to know, and what, and how we use that information to help us locate them and help us do our search. So, what we're going to cover is we're going to talk about the purposes of interview and investigation. Assuming I don't lose my voice, I can feel it going. We'll talk about some definitions. We'll talk about what we're trying to establish. What are the things we need to learn about the missing subject? He was talking about painting a picture. Here we talk about painting a picture, mental picture of this missing person. Okay, who is that? Who are these missing people? Okay, we're going to talk about the setting. Okay, this is getting into more the nuts and bolts of actually doing the interview. Where do you conduct an interview to get the best information that you need? Okay, in the home, out of the campsite. What's the setting? What's the best way to set up a place to do an interview? Another one that we'll talk about is your demeanor. How do you present yourself, okay, to gather this information, okay? And we're talking about gathering information about a missing subject. There's really 2 interviews. There's the initial interview, initial gathering of information, the basic stuff about who we're looking for. Okay, their clothing descriptions, their age, their shoes, backpack, basic information like that, so we can give that information to our field teams right away, and they can go out and know what to look for. Okay, sometimes it's a lot of information, sometimes it's just a little bit of information because we don't need a whole lot of information. If you're looking for 8-year-olds out in the wilderness, how many missing 8-year-olds you got out there? Okay? I've used this joke earlier. Again, okay, you find, if you got more than one 8-year-old you find out there, bring them back, we'll sort it out later, that's fine. Okay, but you don't need a whole lot of information about an 8-year-old. Okay? In an urban environment, different story. You need a lot of information to sort all those 8-year-olds you find out there. Okay? So, but that's an initial interview. That takes about maybe 15, 20 minutes max. Okay, we're going to be talking mostly about what I call an in-depth interview. We're trying to build a profile and paint a picture and understand who this person is. What are they going to do in a particular situation? Those interviews take an hour and a half to 2 hours, sometimes longer, seldom shorter. Because we got a lot of things we want to find out about this missing subject. When I approach a family and I need to talk about, their missing child or their missing father, so, I don't know your missing father, but I need to know them in this next hour and a half, 2 hours. I need to ask you a bunch of questions. I need to know them well enough, perhaps, as I know my next door neighbor. If you've lived in any one place for any given length of time,